speaking at COP27 in Egypt, Eskom Board Chair Mpho Makwana spoke about the challenges facing the power utility.
The Eskom that I'm now chair of today is totally different to the Eskom of many years ago. It is depleted of lots of experience. As we speak today, right here in Egypt, there's Escomites that are working, contributing to building of power stations, earning dollar-rated income. Across from the shores of Egypt, there's Iran, there's Iraq that are also building. So firstly, power station repurposings and new builds are a global phenomenon. And South Africa is a fertile poaching ground of experienced technical talent that the rest of the world seeks. And we are just in a challenging situation that they get offered what we can't afford, which is dollar-based packages. So we have a task team that we've put together on the board, comprising a committee of the board called the Business Operational Performance Committee, alongside with other board committees that are, as I speak to you now, meeting and looking at presenting proposals to the next sitting of the board on the 29th of November. So we are hard at work making sure that we get into the belly of the engine room to really come back with those much needed answers of trying to emerge with a route map whereby we can later, in a few weeks or months, be able to say this is the route map that we see. We're going to have to articulate that in consultation with our shareholder and in consultation with our policy ministry. And therefore, I'm not in a position to articulate anything detailed yet until those consultations have occurred. And these are in a short space of time.
There has been a call from other citizens' organizations, including Labour, that the CEO must go. He doesn't have capacity, he doesn't have the skill, and we are stuck in a rut. I know it's early days, but what is your answer or your response to the call?
I've said on several interviews that we as a board are going to act responsibly. We're going to work, we've only worked with this team for 2.5 months. In 2.5 months, there's no way you can already be saying whether they're performing or not performing. Yes, the financial year has just crossed its 6-month mark. We've got 6 months to go to the end of the financial year. So we will, as we work towards the finish of the financial year, finish the year with a performance review. The performance review will be the mirror that we'll hold at each other as executive and the board to indicate where and how we need to improve, where there's a need for improvement. But we'll also, I think, pay dues where success has been achieved. I mean, this JET program is a success in its own. And so I think we must guard against, as it were, throwing the baby out with the bathwater. We will work with the existing team, support them to the best of our ability, and really it is up to them to deliver the performance. We will be challenging and stretching like any board should.
Are there performance agreements that they have signed with the new board and you also?
There is, remember, as I say, there's a shareholder compact that state-owned entities, not just Eskom, any state-owned entity signs with the Department of Public Enterprises. So there's an existing shareholder compact, which we will see through until the 31st of March 2023. And as we speak, we are busy calibrating our own proposals with the shareholder for shareholder compact performance for the new financial year starting 1 April 2023. So that process allows us to now have the requisite performance contracting. We've just now, as a board, been presented with the Eskom 2035 strategy, which had been developed by the previous board, which we're now carrying forward. So all these things are ongoing processes that you've got to see through and then start measuring people quarter to quarter against those commitments.